What's up, SM? Today's segments are News with Luca, a genre production, Entertainment with D'Angelo, Sports with Jack, and Weather with Emery. Put on your Eagle aprons because it's time to cook.
What is going on, Eagles? I'm Grace Anderson.
And I'm Hogan Sprague.
We have an awesome show for you guys today. But first, how's your day going so far, Hogan?
Good, but I feel a little behind on what's going on though.
Well, no worries, because we have Luca in the studio with our latest news, and I know he has some awesome updates for us. Take it away, Luca.
Hey Eagles, my name is Lucas Savant, and today I will be talking about all the news in Santa Margarita this week. To start things off, SM faculty and staff participated in a day of service on campus. The session was held by student Justin Sanchez, who spoke to faculty and staff members about her nonprofit, Create, Grow, and Eat. Her organization promotes environmental and social sustainability by engaging people to grow food for their community. The staff were able to bond with each other and serve their school. Additionally, faculty and staff got their chance to build water filters for Wine to Water, a global nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving life and dignity through the power of clean water. They are active in Nepal, the Dominican Republic, the Amazon, and Tanzania. Building water filters for families in areas with polluted water is a great way to make a positive impact on your community. Next up on the list is the annual Incoming Freshman Drive-Thru celebration. SMCHS hosted our Class of 2028 families on campus for our Eagle Drive-Thru welcome celebration. Dozens of students, faculty, and staff, and volunteers were present to welcome the new Eagle families and show them the spirit of SM. That is all I've got for you. See you next time, Eagles. I'm Lucas Savant, sending it back to Hogan and Grace.
I definitely feel caught up now.
Me too. Thanks, Luca. Hey, Hogan, I could definitely go for an ice cold drink right now.
Well, perfect timing because we have an awesome Coca-Cola advertisement.
I think I found the perfect place for this Coke. Not gonna lie, I might take a nap.
Wow, that was really cool. I'm definitely getting a Coke after this.
Same here, but after all this, I'm starting to get a little bit bored.
Well, don't worry, because we have a hilarious genre production up next. Roll it.
Welcome back to our documentation of humanity. I'm David Attenborough, and today we are focusing our studies on the 14th Anno Senex Discipulus, or your average high school freshman, which can be found in all high schools all over the world. Normally pulling all-nighters, waking up can occasionally be a challenge, as shown here.
Oh my God, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta get ready for school.
Walking into school, this specimen finds itself being challenged by the XV Anno Senex sophomore, a certainly dominant species towards the freshman. The first activity of the day calls for math class, a rather boring and tedious daily task. In the beginning, this class can be simple, but 5 seconds of lapsed attention means chaos all around.
Hello class, would anyone like to solve?
Well, that's obviously 12 because 3 times 1 is
This
3
can be seen
times 4 is
as
12.
our specimen makes a vital mistake, sleeping in class while being taught a new concept. The teacher calls on our student, taking the freshman by
The
surprise.
problem is on the board.
Yes, 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 yes.
Soon, the freshman finds himself an answer. Not the right answer, but most certainly an incorrect one.
Mason, in my 30 years of teaching, this is the worst I've ever seen from a student.
Which most certainly allocates a detention.
Here's
Fortunately,
his attention
the lunch
slip.
bell rings,
Walk out the door.
saving our species from imminent torment and embarrassment. On this day, our freshman forgot to pack the lunch his mother made him the night
Hello,
before.
can I order
Therefore,
a
he is required to purchase lunch to obtain his daily nutrients.
cheese quesadilla
This task, although, is quite tedious, as many students aren't prepared for ordering their food.
Can I get the chicken tenders and fries, please?
The attention span of this species is rather short, as influenced by countless TikToks and YouTube shorts. Therefore, our student isn't as patient in acquiring their food, so our student goes hungry. There are watchmen everywhere waiting to pounce the first student without a hall pass. And unfortunately, our student is caught after the final bell.
This definitely cured my boredom.
That's great, Hogan. That was a pretty great production. Now that we're entertained, let's keep it going. We have Dilo in the studio with some fun updates.
What's up, Eagles? I'm D'Angelo, here to give you the latest and greatest news of all things entertainment. This weekend was a big weekend for the box office with many highly anticipated movies and music albums coming out. Let's start off with heading back to the latest movie, Kung Fu Panda 4. This movie follows Po as the transition from being the Dragon Warrior to becoming the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace. Tasked with finding his successor, he encounters Chen, a fox bandit, and faces the return of Tai Lung, all while dealing with the challenging, shape-shifting sources plotting to steal Kung Fu skills from martial art masters. This film explores themes of leadership, trust, and redemption as Po and Chen navigate challenges, ultimately face off against the Chameleon. Now turning your attention to Kanye West's latest album, Vultures. This album is a collaboration between Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign. Moves away from religionist themes and discuss controversies, fame, and relationships. Recorded in Italy and Saudi Arabia, it faced delays and distribution issues, despite mixed reviews for its controversials and lack of originality. It topped charts globally and marked West's 11th consecutive #1 debut on the US Billboard 200. The album is the first in the planned series, with further releases and the world tour on the horizon. Well, that's all the entertainment news I have for you today. I'm D'Angelo, sending it back to Hogan and Grace.
Thanks for the updates, Dilo.
Thanks, Dilo. But after all this time, I'm getting thirsty.
So am I, but lucky for us, we have a Powerade commercial.
Wow, maybe I'm gonna buy a Powerade at lunch.
Same here. Hogan, have you logged in your brackets yet for March Madness?
No, not yet, but I know Jack has everything you need to know about this upcoming March Madness.
Hi, I am Jack Bandura, and I'm here to report on the college basketball season as we approach one of the most exciting times of the year, March Madness. Currently, there are 3 teams out in front of the pack as the clear best teams. These teams are Houston, UConn, and Purdue. Houston is led by their stellar defense and experienced gritty play style. They are led by sharpshooting guard LJ Cryer and senior guard Jamal Shead. Senior LJ Cryer is averaging 16 points per game and shooting 40% from 3. Shead, a fellow senior, is a verbal leader and won Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year and their MVP award. Emmanuel Sharp and Jawan Roberts also both add double-digit points. To add to their already stellar resume, they won the outright regular season title in the consensus best conference in college basketball. Houston is going to be a tough out come tournament time. The reigning national champs UConn Huskies are again putting together another stellar season. For a lot of the season, they looked like the best team in the country, before slipping up to fellow top-10 team Creighton. They are led by many of the same players from last year. They are led by Cam Spencer, an all-around selfless guard who can do a little bit of everything. Donovan Clingan is a dominant big man, and Big East Freshman of the Year Stephon Castle also provides quality minutes. UConn looks primed for another tournament run. Last but certainly not least is the Purdue Boilermakers. After their shocking first-round exit to FDU last year, Purdue is back for blood with maybe a better season than last. Again, they're led by 2-time Player of the Year Zach Edey. Edie has seen just as many double teams as he saw last year. However, the difference between this year's team and last year's team is the improvement of their guards. Braden Smith and Fletcher Lawyer have grown a ton from their freshman seasons and have become primary scorers instead of liabilities. They also added transfer Lance Jones, who knocks down big-time shots time and time again. This Purdue team is ready to put their early tournament exits behind them and win a national title. Well, that's all I have for you, Eagles. I'm Jack Bandera. Let's send it back to Hogan and Grace.
Now I know who to pick for my bracket.
Same here, but have you noticed it's been colder recently?
Yes, and I know Emory has a weather report for us.
What's up, Eagles? It's your weather girl, Emery Ratzlaff, here with your weekly weather update. The weather this week has some highs and lows, so let's get right into it so you know what to expect. So we start off our week on Monday with a high of 75 and a low of 54. It'll be mostly sunny and a lot warmer than we're used to, so get ready to have your jackets and hoodies and leave them at home. Next, moving on to Tuesday, we are repeating Monday's weather with a mostly high, sunny 75 and a low of 54. Moving on to Wednesday, the temperature starts to drop with partly cloudy skies and a high of 72 and a low of 51. Get ready to bring your jackets back to school because Thursday moves all the way down to the mid-60s with a high of 65 and a low of 48 degrees. In the morning, there will be clouds, but towards the afternoon, the sun will start peeking through. Same exact weather for Friday with a high of 65, but this time a low of 48 degrees. Once again, the day will start cloudy, but the sun will start shining through after 12 p.m. Well, that's your weather update for the week. Be sure to stay cool and warm, Eagles. I'm Emery Ratzlaff, sending it back to Hogan and Grace.
Thank you for that weather report, Emery.
Yeah, for sure. But looking at the time, it seems like we have to end it here. I'm Hogan Sprague.
And I'm Grace Anderson. See you next time, Eagles.